Hello everyone, my name is Andrea. I am the owner of I Dream of Crafting. I will put links in the description so you can find me. Today I will be showing you how to make this very cool rose keychain, completely out of duct tape, except for the keychain of course. So here is what you're going to need. You're going to need an X-Acto knife, a cutting board of some kind, a hole punch with a small diameter punch, 2 pliers. Save yourself the trouble and just get 2 needle nose. It'll make it so much easier. Some type of keychain. I like these. These are called snake keychains. I found them at Packetans. You can probably find them at any arts and crafts store. And at least 2 rolls of duct tape. Today I'm using SpongeBob and pink polka dot because I thought the pink would be very reminiscent of Patrick. And one thing I'm forgetting is a piece of scratch paper. So let's get started. As you can see, I've already started folding my duct tape. To start off, you will need 2 pieces of duct tape that are 16 inches long. You cut them in 1-inch increments and then cut the whole strip in half, so you end up with little squares that are 1 inch by 1 inch. Then you take your squares, you flip it over, and whatever side is the long side, so if you can see this side is slightly shorter than this side. So whatever your long side is, there it is. Whatever your long side is, that is the side you want to fold. So you take one corner and you fold it towards the middle, and you take the other side and you fold it towards the middle. So you end up with a triangle on top and sticky on the bottom. Show you that again. So whatever your long side is, put your fingers on the long side, and then you fold towards the middle and towards the middle, and then you just set it aside 2 more times. So you're going to end up with a total of 64, and of course you can do this with just 1 roll of duct tape. I've done it with 1 roll. It comes out beautifully. Or you can do it with 7, make a rainbow keychain. That would be pretty cool. Alright, so there are all 64, 32 and 32. So whatever you start with in the middle, you're going to end with the opposite one. So in the middle I started this one with just pink, and the outside ended with the pink zebra. So whatever you want to be on the outside, start with that second. So I want SpongeBob to be on the facing on the outside, so I'm going to start with the pink. And each of these rows, it's going to be 8 of them. Even in the middle, there's 8. So what you want to do is, I'm trying to do this upside down. So you want to fold it in so that you make a little indentation, and then you just want to roll until you get your little bud. Come on, focus. And then you can even pinch it a bit on the top to make it bow out a bit. Then you take your second strip, line it up with the first so that it's even, it's not higher or lower than your first one, and roll it around so that you have 2. Then take a third one, do the same thing. And you're going to do this for all 64. it does get easier as it gets bigger. There we go. So there's your first 4. And then you're going to do 4 more on top of, or around it. And you want to stagger it so you go in between the ones that you just did. You can line them up right on top of each other, but it comes out a little, I don't know, strange. It doesn't look like a rose. It looks very boxy and geometric. You can try and see if you like it. I've been doing these for a few weeks now, and I like to stagger. Every once in a while, you just want to look at it to see if it's missing one or the other. I'm sorry, my webcam is freaking out. So it looks like we're missing it here, so we'll put it there. And there you go. There's your first 8. So you're going to start with SpongeBob now. The trick to these, to make them come out full and somewhat flat on the bottom so that you can tape it all off, is to keep all the rows the same height. So when you put your hand down on top of it, you should feel pretty much all of them. So you want to keep them all around the same height. Otherwise, it just turns into like a funnel almost. And it's very hard to work with. So just go in between. You're going to stagger. And each row gets 8 of them. And 4. So it's starting to take shape. Oop, that was wrong. And once you get it built up a bit, like around this stage in the process, after the second or third one, the pattern gets easier to see, and you really don't have to work as hard at where to place them. You kind of just, you can see where the next one is supposed to go. And that one was too high. And there we go. Here's what the bottom looks like so far. As you go, you're gonna get an indentation of some depth in here, but that's okay. It's easy enough to fix, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. And actually, it works in your favor. At this point in the video, I'm going to see if I can find a way to fast forward. If not, just either skip ahead, or I'll find a way to skip ahead. 1, 2, 3. That was 7. That was 7. So I'll move this one over. Ah, there's my problem. Looking empty. Sorry if you're hearing jingling right now. My puppy is coming over to see what I'm doing. He should be used to it by now. I do this a lot. Or he wants us to go to bed, considering it's 11:20 at night. Actually, that was 8. So this is just like making any other rose duct tape, using duct tape I should say. You can do any pattern you want, you can swirl. Like I said, you can line them up just one after another. Alright, so we're down to our last one here. I got one left. And here is almost finished. So I'm going to put this last one somewhere on this side because it's a little empty. So put that aside right now. And you want to get some more duct tape. So cut a piece. Oh, and you're going to need a ruler. Sorry. Should have said that before. I came out here without a ruler, so I'm just going to do this freehand. So you want to cut a piece. There we go. You want to cut a piece that is 2 inches long. In the same way that you did for the 64 pieces, you want to cut it in 1 inch and then cut it in half as best you can. Then you take one piece, you're going to set this down on here, and then you're going to take one of these, you're going to line it up with the bottom, so that you get something like that. There we go. Sorry, my webcam is horrible. And then just fold these over. I like to cut it just where the tape is over here so it folds a little better. Then take your small aperture hole punch and hole punch in. There you go, right through his eye. And then you finish it off, you place your last piece. So let's see, I'm gonna put it right here. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now I didn't end up with as much of a indentation as I thought I would, which is kind of interesting, but I'll show you how to fix it anyway. Usually you end up with a good 1/4 inch, maybe a little less in there. This one's really if you get them all at the same height, you won't get too much of an indentation. This one, near the end, I started lowering them, which I should not have done, but if you do get an indentation, just rip off a small piece and just ball it up and flatten it, and then you just place it inside just like that. I am not going to, because this is pretty flat already, but you just put paper down in the hole so that it makes it level. And then you take your other pieces of tape here, and you just want to start by putting tape over the hole so it holds in the paper if you have any in there. And then you cut, so you have a little piece like that, and then you smooth it down. So it's just like taking out boxes for when you're making wallets so that it folds straighter. You're just slitting the tape so that it lies flat without bunching up too much. And I like to put at least 2, if not 3 pieces of tape to hold down all these layers. So just find a place where you think, you know, all the layers are. This is a pretty good spot. And I like to put it like that. And then slit it and push it down. There you go. And I'm going to put, let's see, that's held down, that's held down. I'm going to put one like right here. Just like that. Be careful not to cover up the hole that you just made for your keychain. That would kind of be defeating the purpose. There we go. So that is your finished rose. And the way you attach it is you take your keychain and you find where the opening is. It's right there. Then you take your 2 pliers. As you can see my dog in the background. You take your 2 pliers on either side and you twist in opposite directions until it opens up. Riley, please go away. And then you find your piece. That was my dog jumping onto the back of the chair. You put your ring through the tape that you made the hole in, and then you force it back. And I like to take the pliers on either side of the ring and just push it together, because I have had this slip off on me before, believe it or not. And there you go, a finished duct tape keychain. Thank you for watching. As I said, please look in the description for my website, and I would very much appreciate any patronage that you can handle. So I will be making more of these videos as I can, as school and life permits. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.